Hello again, my friends, and you are my friends, and welcome to your ITFC live match fan reaction. It's finished Blackburn 0, Ipswich Town 1. Town move top for now, following a Good Friday victory. And is it safe to come out yet? I mean, I've been behind the sofa for the last half an hour. It's like Saturday night with the Daleks. I was petrified. Hit the like, hit the subscribe. FTA, if you're watching on catch up, comment for that algorithm and get your comments in, because Town moving top for now. Watford set to play Leeds at 8 p.m. I'm sure we're all going to be watching that one, right? We'll be settling down to watch that. We've got Steve saying good stuff, showed real resolve. Absolutely great point, Steve. We really did show resolve. But Shy Shank, battling win, great 3 points, but we got lucky. James says, phew, get in there. Andy, will be interesting to see if the average age of change goes down over the next few years, the nerve-wracking endings. Our hearts are being worked hard. Robert Grimsby, we are top of the league. No nows left, with a struggle second half, but hey-ho, bring on Monday. Absolutely. 3 points to kick off the bank holiday weekend. Always good. Al says, where have I been? Been nowhere, Al. I've just been here, mate. Chilling away. No nows left. Chilling wasn't the word. Do you think chilling with my beer? Blaze Dog, great win. So proud of this lot. How oh well, this guy comes for you, Blaze Dog, innit, mate? You know, we don't like to get too controversial on this platform, as I'm sure you are well aware. Right, joining me, hopefully as many people, I've dropped the link, have you say, but first of all is Matty Phillips. Matt, you're old enough to remember the original Daleks. How was your Saturday evening spent?
Cheers for that. Yeah, the Daleks were terrifying. Yeah, that was pretty terrifying. I thought you were still going to be behind the sofa. I thought I was going to be hosting this show myself.
I have got a 14-month daughter that isn't settling, but I'm here with you because, you know, it was a big win. We learned from Cardiff, because I was getting Cardiff vibes.
You thought Cardiff again, didn't you? Lightning strikes twice. It did feel like that. I mean, look, that is the way to play Town, isn't it? I think just load those balls into the box. Listen, let's not get too upset about things that didn't happen. We actually defended very resolutely.
We did.
The best chance was when, obviously, Haladki made the mistake and then made that blinding save off.
What a recovery! What a recovery!
Yeah, oh my God, that was like, you could argue that was a man of the match save, other than the fact he gifted it to him in the first place. But bloody hell, we're top of the table with what, 7 games to go for now. Yep. Obviously, Leeds have got Watford this evening. Yep. I was on that Leeds podcast last night. They weren't very confident about playing Watford. They felt like a lot of they felt their squad was looking a bit leggy. Players are carrying knocks. They're having to play. So let's see what happens. You don't know with Watford, do you? Don't even know who's in charge this week.
Well, this is it. At the moment, it's Tom Cleverley in charge. But you're right. I think Watford fans don't know what team are going to turn up. You know, they have got big players in their team, and if they want to turn it on, they've got that ability. But we're only top, really, obviously, because Leicester slipping up. So what a great win this evening, because Leicester have slipped up. They've still got a game in hand, of course. But when teams slip up as we enter this final run-in, you've got to take the opportunity. You've got to snatch it. And we did that. It wasn't pretty. But as the Skycom said, and as we've said many times from the platform, points over performance at this stage of the campaign.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, that was a huge result, wasn't it? I said on that same show last night, I thought Bristol City could get something against Leicester. They'd proved to be very good against Southampton. Listen, they were really good against us at Pullman Road. It was only when we had the Wes Burns show in the last 20 minutes or whatever it was that got us over the line. And they got a good manager in Liam Manning. We'll know about him. Yes, you're right. Absolutely. Teams have slipped up. Leicester have slipped up, and we've capitalised. And look, you want to see all the pretty stuff and how Ipswich are going to settle into the Championship early doors of the season. You know, the first 10 games, last 10 games, just win games. And what is it now? 8 from 9, 7 from 8, something like that, isn't it? Only blip in Cardiff, wasn't it?
Yeah, the only blip was Cardiff. A clean sheet. Let's not overlook that fact. A clean sheet. We don't often get those. We've often said on this platform, I'll say lovely, you know, boring. It wasn't boring, albeit, but a 1-0 victory. We got the 1-0 victory today. It's there.
Yeah, tremendous. I mean, look, when you talk about hallmarks of the Cardiff game, it was similar. The fact was that we, instead of scoring with 10 minutes to go and having to survive the Alamo in the 90th minute, of which they scored twice, we actually scored early doors, didn't we? Albeit a soft goal. Ainsley Pears in goal for him.
It all went pear-shaped for him.
It all went pear-shaped. So that's Stephen Pears' kid. The old, very good. Stephen Pears' kid. He used to play for Middlesbrough and Man United.
Mm.
That was a bad mistake from him, wasn't it? But look, great. Look, I thought even though Connor only done an hour tonight, I thought he played really well. He's probably my man of the match. He starts that move and finishes it. That clinches us the 3 points. Comes back into the team, having been missing Sheffield Wednesday, and obviously, as Crunch had predicted a few weeks back, he said he didn't think Burgess would make it off the back of the Australian trip, and he was right. And Fridge played,
right.
But Chaplin looked decent. He didn't look like he missed a step. I mean,
no.
Yeah, that block he did in the second half as well. There was a shot heading towards
what
goal.
A block! What a tackle! His wrong foot as well. Like he's his weaker side. Great recovery. Gets that wrong, it's a penalty.
Yeah, exactly. Do you know what I mean? I always love it when the camera pans to him and Kiefer Moore. It looks like Connor's standing in a hole. Always makes me chuckle that.
Poor old club. Great finish.
Yeah.
I mean, I know the keeper probably has to do better, but it's a good finish. Leave Davis
Movement.
is now the record leader, says Alex Steele, for assists from fullback, which is amazing.
That's
count those millions.
That's another 5 to 10, surely, or the old price tag.
Absolutely, it has. Yeah,
leading assist
absolutely.
maker. Yeah, absolutely, I mean, they done the job early doors, and then second half. I wonder what McKenna said to him in the dressing room, because we barely got out of our half in the, to actually put anything together. What was the best chance in the second half? The run that Caden made down the right hand side. He actually took it a little bit too far to his right, didn't he? And he actually ended up going.
Poor first touch, wasn't it? Very poor first touch.
Shame really, because I thought that could seal it for us. But look, we defended really well, resolutely. Had Kiera and great save aside. I thought Edmondson done really well against someone who hasn't played football since West Bromwich Albion, I think, back in February. He started straight back into the team and looked seamless, didn't it? So he didn't miss a step either. So fair play to him. It was nerve-wracking, as you say. He was hiding behind the sofa, but they've got the job done, and I'm so pleased for everyone. 4,000 fans made the trip up there. AD Croucher again. The camera finds AD Croucher. Did you notice?
Always does. Don't like a legend. They know about the legend that is AD Croucher. I've got a couple of comments, and I'll bring in Lee. Got Phil also. Waity, Rob Holmes, who looked nervous, but so have most clubs planned today, i.e. West Brom, Hull, Leicester, Southampton. Everyone has something to play for, so it's bound to happen. It absolutely is. It's only going to get nervy from this point in, because Blackburn are battling for their lives. We're battling for our lives. Everyone.
Blackburn are battling to stay in the division. And only 3 points. Only 3 points off the bottom three. But look, West Brom went to Millwall today, was it? That was 1-1. Hull dropped 3 points to Stoke.
Stoke? I know.
No, bloody Stoke. They still lose at Bristol City. And then Borough do us a favour at Southampton. So
don't forget
argue.
The plucky underdog Norwich getting a home with victory over the mighty Plymouth. That's a good underdog story, that, to be fair.
Yeah.
We're coming.
Phillips got an own goal. Can you believe it? Typical. But look, we've done our job when a lot around us have failed and not hit the heights that they wanted. Didn't get 3 points, only got a draw. Leicester didn't get 3 points. Let's see what Leeds do at Watford. Pressure's on them a little bit now.
Yeah. Sean has a great day. Says, guess what? 3 points in the bag and one line and a 1 line and then a 2 line win on Match Bingo. Sean, I'm going to start collecting some percentage points from you. I think, a bit like Tony Soprano. Do you know what I mean? Like you're going to kick this stuff up. Got to kick it up to the main man.
They used to call that the VIG. They wanted the percentage, the VIG. Here's the VIG.
Going to start kicking that up to the gov. So trickle down economics. Right.
Sean's got the touch. Yeah,
absolutely. Sean, play my cards for me. Lee, welcome in, my man. Stay calm, drink tea, says Lee this afternoon. This evening, whatever it is.
You're not on the floor. I was expecting you to be laying on the carpet or something.
No, I'm on a chair. I'm in me man cave. I've got some.
You're allowed to sit on furniture.
Got some stuff up there, look, and then I got bits there. And, my wife's building up. This is why I work from home. So
where's the bottle of brandy you were down in off camera? Try and get through them 90 minutes.
It's wide. It's not quite brandy just yet. I tell you what.
I'm going to get that in a minute.
Stay calm, drink tea. Jesus H. Christ. I'm aging every day. Aging. Absolutely aging. It's just.
Were you worried it was going to be Cardiff all over again, Lee? Were you worried it was going to be Cardiff all over again? Martin just kept saying to me, Cardiff.
That's what I kept saying.
Well, you say Cardiff. Yeah, you do. And you think that. And I think I put in the chat behind the scenes, it's like, stop the Alamo. It's all about the Alamo, but try to stop it. And there was a few times where we had the ball in good positions and we didn't take the sting out of the game enough. That's the only. I can't criticise nothing apart from that for my own nerves. That there was points there where, I mean, after 55 minutes, we were back to the wall, and we stopped doing what we did. And this time we got away with it, which is fine. You know, look at the results today. Look what happened to Leicester. You know, the results that you said earlier. Let's see what Leeds do. And it's a real tough league, but just sometimes just keep the ball a little bit more, and we're trying to score on the break. And there were just a couple of times we could have just done a little bit better with it coming out.
Do you think that?
But yeah,
Lee, do you think that was the tactics then? Do you think that was soak up the pressure and then try and counter attack in the second half? Because we were basically camped in our own half, weren't we?
I'm not sure it's the tactics, because the tactics is to play on the front foot and to play, but we didn't play the same pattern. And obviously, when the opposition are behind, they're going to throw more people forward. So that point that's what makes the difference, I think, with teams that can turn around and say, right, let's try and play the same way. Let's be calm. Let's get someone on the ball, get a foul, do this, take the ball up the pitch. I don't think we did that enough, and that's a criticism that's you know, maybe a bit harsh. I don't know, but that's the next step. I don't think we play to sit behind the ball, but we should do more with it when we get it back. That's I think.
Do you feel it's you know, and Ali's going to be a great player for this club, don't get me wrong when I say this. Do you feel it's the noticeable drop-off when Moore goes off? We had it at Cardiff. I bemoaned that substitution. Now, today I'm not bemoaning the substitution. I don't think Moore was at it. I think, obviously, he looked tired having played midweek and gone through what he went through with Wales. But do you notice that drop-off, Lee, between being able to keep the ball in the final third, sticking it, bringing the team with you, and then it just keeps coming back and back and back as it did at Cardiff and again today?
Well, it can, but then you can look at some of the other games. Was at Rotherham, and there was another one where, you know, we couldn't get the ball in behind. When you're struggling, you've got to turn the defence. It's not just play long ball. You've got to turn the defence.
That was Plymouth, wasn't it? Plymouth away when it was 0-0. That was Plymouth, wasn't it? When we struggled getting the ball in behind. That was the Plymouth away game, I think.
Yeah, you know, I think there's a few, and you've got to turn the defence. And Moore's not going to give you that. He's not going to give you that. He's going to give you everything else. He's going to give you goal threat, height, power, link up when he's good. But you know, I think today we didn't turn them enough, perhaps. But you need that. But you can see you can see the plan. Soak the pressure a bit, and let's try to hit them on the break. But I don't think we're doing that after 55 minutes. If that's answering the question, I can't see that. We're still trying to play for a second goal and keep our foot on the ball and play it out as such. But you need those legs in behind when you're hanging on a little bit.
Yeah, that's a very true point. Very true point. Midfield too, Lee, for me. Sensational this afternoon. I thought they tackled everything. They kept the ball when they need to keep the ball, and they really were the glue of this side this evening. How did you see Skip and Morsey's performance?
Well, Morsey's playing. I mean, at this level, Morsey just plays a different game, doesn't he? He's got that drop of the shoulder. He's got that little fake to the left, and then he goes to the right, and he just gets that yard, and you just think.
Sorry, I thought you did the time warp then, Lee. Sorry, I thought you started doing the old time warp on me.
That's another couple of bottles of wine before I do that. But he's got that little. He's not quick, but he can get his elbows out and he can just make that half a yard, space and that. And I think that's sort of key for Morsey. But yeah, I mean they've been exceptional, haven't they? Absolutely exceptional. And a shout out to Amari for feigning his injury at the end so he could get Burgess on, who I think headed away eventually. But I mean, he should have been on a couple of minutes before that, I think.
Yeah, that was pantomime-esque, that, wasn't it? Burgess is going, get down. Grant is going, get down.
Yeah,
it's like
get down. Yeah,
everyone's looking like confused.
Yeah, well, he can't go down unless he's had the call, can he? You know,
call.
The call.
He was being raged and shouted at by everybody. Get down.
Yeah, well, yeah. Well, I mean, that's if that had been the other way around at Portman Road, we'd be going absolutely bloody mental, wouldn't we?
Absolutely.
And just on, I think today we had a lot of decisions going for us today, and we can sit here and moan about the umpires and other referees on other games. Let's not be too I don't know what the word is. Let's not be too harsh on referees other weeks, because we got some decisions today that went for us. Certainly around the goal. I mean, if that had been against us, we'd have been up in arms. So let's.
Funny you should say that, Lee, because within 3 minutes, me and Martin were voice noting saying how crap the ref was after we booked Davis.
Yeah,
terrible yellow card.
He did,
It was a
right?
terrible
And
yellow
I
card.
thought that, but he booked the Blackburn player a couple of minutes later, didn't he? So he
Ridiculous
kept
to think, yeah, exactly. It's ridiculous to think there's 2 yellow cards in that game within the first 5 minutes. Then they missed the penalty on was it Broadhead got pulled back? Lino wasn't in line with it, was he? That's why he didn't
see the referee can't give that, because
Broadhead
Broadhead's Broadhead's the other side of in line with Broadhead, can't see the defender put on his shirt. But the liner's got to be able to. I mean, I've run the line for my bloody lads under 14, 15 side, and if you can't see when someone's put on a shirt running backwards, then it's a sad state of affairs.
Be like Usain Bolt on that line, Lee. A bit like Usain Bolt down that line, isn't you? Keeping in touch with play.
Well, yeah, bolted to the ground, mate. I mean, it's okay running the line, but I got so crap at running the line that I had to take over the team after 3 years. So I coached the team for 3 years because I was so shit at bloody running the line. But anyway, sorry.
Paul P says, "What do you guys think of the penalty shout on Broadhead?" You obviously, Lee, you've just answered that. Matt, what were your thoughts on the penalty shout?
Well, I mean,
on Broadhead.
Look, we've said all along, all season, we've been lucky with some decisions, but without VAR, you're kind of reliant on the match officials getting it right. And the fact was, the assistant referee on that side wasn't in line with play, because as you watch the replay on Sky, he then suddenly comes into shot. He was well behind play. But when stakes are high, millions are on the table to try and get into the Premier League. You need them to see if it is Stonewall, and that was Stonewall. Let's face it. You need those decisions. Just thankfully, we was it a couple of minutes later we actually went one up, I think, just right after it, so it didn't have too much impact. But I see one.
Sorry, Matt. Go on. Oh, sorry, but you finished.
I was going to say one pivotal moment that happened off the pitch today was the fact that Sam Gallagher didn't make it for Blackburn. I feel like when you talk about the Alamo at the end now, I think his physical presence there could have been quite telling, because I don't mean that Dolan, who replaced them, was quite the same kind of stature or same kind of player. So I think we got a bit lucky off the pitch there as well. I think he was ill, wasn't he?
Lee, before I let you go, man of the match, please, sir.
Oh, Joe.
Come on, pull it out. There's got to be one.
On a Chaplin, baby. The golden boy.
Chaplin, baby. Or Hladky for that heroic. I mean, I know he set himself up to be heroic.
Right.
Got to do
it. Just on the goalkeeper, I have people sit around me that have been shitting themselves for all season, and it's getting to the end of the season, and I'm thinking, hey, sometimes, as you've just got to kick it, just kick it. But we keep playing to the end, and let's stay true to that. Man of the match. Oh my goodness, I should always think of that before you. Do you know what?
Ask every single person that comes on. So Phil, be
ready.
You
know what? I know you just said Chaplin. I mean, Chaplin scored the goal, and I think his all-round play in terms of playing the system and some of the balls he played today, I think there was a noticeable drop when he came off. So I think Chaplin.
Perfect. Lee, enjoy the rest of your Saturday night, and hopefully Watford
get 3 points.
We'll
see you on Monday. All the
best. That's a great question there from Paul. So thanks for asking it in our chat. You can put your questions in if you want to put your questions in. Get your comments in, of course. I personally thought the officials got every single decision spot on today, particularly the linesmen or the assistant referees, who got every single offside correct. Matt, how did you see the offsides? But they were spot on correct.
Yeah. I mean,
Nigel McCarthy in the studio can say what he likes. All right, I've combined Nigel Pearce and Mick McCarthy. Yes, I have. All right, because I feel like they could be the same person, but I thought it was spot on.
Yeah, they got a lot wrong, didn't they? I mean, what about the one where Smodic was supposedly blocking Hladky? Looked like he was well.
Spot on.
Yeah, spot on. You was happy with that?
Yeah. Take the blue glasses off. Fucking woeful decision. Put them back on. Wow.
It's not known. Who knows what might come down the line? We've still got games. We've still got 7 games to go. Who knows what kind of refereeing decisions we get I don't know,
We've had
Monday
them. We
in the East Anglia derby.
We've already had ones, Matt. We've already had bad ones throughout the course of the season. They even themselves out, they say, don't they?
Well, they say they do, but you just got to go with the flow in the 90 minutes, haven't you? And listen, we defended refereeing decisions. You know, the goal that was disallowed because Smodic being in the way of Haladki. You know, we defended really well. We scored when we needed to. We were clinical when we needed to be. I'd be interested to see what McKenna makes of it, really, because I bet he was thinking, bloody hell, hope this ain't going to be Cardiff all over again. But we always say, you know, you could accept that happening once, don't let it happen again. And today was set up for that to happen again, really. I certainly, like I said just a minute ago, I certainly think if Sam Gallagher had been in that Blackburn team with a bit more of a George Hurst style presence, remember that's the lad we wanted to get in to replace him. And it didn't happen, did it? And then we eventually get Kiefer in. But look, listen, let's not worry about it. 3 points are in the bag. We're sitting top. It's all down to Leeds at Watford now. See what they can do.
Absolutely.
Celebrate. Get the wine open.
Well, hopefully get not the champagne quite yet, but we'll get something strong.
Oh, nice.
Hopefully it's on ice. Yeah. Right, we're going to bring in Phil Blundell, optimistic Phil. Phil, what are your thoughts on this evening's 3 points? Massive win for the Super
Happy.
I never know with Phil whether or not he's going to start raging about something, even though we've won. I mean, we've had it before.
I'll tell you what. I mean, I'm a total skeptic and critic of Stuart Atwell as a referee. He was promoted to the elite list of referees when he was 23, 24, which is completely unheard of. And when he was promoted to the elite list, I thought, what the hell are the FA doing? Because he's crap. Doesn't deserve to be a Premier League referee.
The ghost goal at Watford.
He should never have been promoted to the Premier League in the first place. But actually tonight, him and his officials had a really good game tonight.
Phil's giving him
I wonder what made Phil say that.
Yeah.
No, I'm saying, look, I don't care how we played, mate. Look, we scored more goals than the other team tonight.
Exactly. Yeah.
Come the final whistle, we've won the game. We've got 3 more points than we did at 5:30 this afternoon, and I'm happy. We've got two. I would say, sitting here right now, top of the league after 39 games, we undoubtedly have the next 2 games are going to define our season. And I think if we avoid defeat, I think if we pick up at least 4 points from the next 2 games, we should be okay. Because I'm telling you, Norwich, we go to Norwich, and they have not lost a game this calendar year.
Been strong at Carrow Road, haven't they?
They've been really strong at Carrow Road, and they were lucky this afternoon. You know, they were training for most of that game, weren't they? This afternoon.
Whisker put them one up. I tell you what, Phil. I told that Leeds pod last night that I thought we'd draw our next 3 games. So
I think we can and will beat Southampton, because Southampton, I think, with the amount of games they've got left, I think they've got 9 games in 30 odd days.
They play every 3 days, I think.
That's a fixture pile-up. And I don't think any team are going to cope playing once every 3 or 4 days for the next 5 weeks. You know,
Town will, because we're super fit.
Yeah.
You know, with the games that Southampton have got, they've got us, they've got Leeds, they've got Leicester, right? The games on Monday, we play Southampton, Leicester play Norwich. Let's hope Norwich do us a favour again against Leicester on a really bad run. Let's just hope that Leicester keep doing a Sheffield Wednesday, because that's what it looks like at the moment.
It does, yeah.
Yeah, and then we could do the maths. 3 home games, 4 away games. Win the home games. That's Middlesbrough, Watford, and Huddersfield. That would put us on 93 points. And you're looking at maybe a win and maybe a draw of the remaining 4 away games, perhaps. Maybe 2 wins of the 4 away. That should give us enough points to secure a top 2 spot.
Defeat isn't even in the Phil Blundell dictionary, Martin.
I think it's fair to say Phil's already bought his ticket for the Emirates and the Etihad. I think he really has. He's already there. He's got his A to Z out. He is loving life, and why not? And Phil, talk about loving life. Obviously, it's really difficult as a player to come in and out of a side. You come in, you go out. But Fridge must be absolutely loving life this evening, because he's come in and he's performed sensational this evening. He's been strong in the tackle. He's led the line when he's needed to. How did you see Fridge's performance?
Yeah, I mean, so look, I thought first half Fridge's passing in the first half wasn't great. I felt that he did actually give the ball away needlessly on at least 2 or 3 occasions. But I thought, him and Wolfie and Axel, they stood firm. They kept a clean sheet, and you have to congratulate our back line this evening. I thought Axel had another good game at right back. I wondered what Davis was going to do when he picked up that early yellow card. I thought I thought Atwell was a bit trigger happy in the first half.
Is that why he was subbed, Phil? Do you think that's why he was subbed?
I think McKenna has played his cards this afternoon, judging on the amount of games that we've got coming up in the next few days. Look, the game on Monday will be harder than the one we've played this afternoon up in Lancashire, no question. I personally think after the results this afternoon, especially the Southampton result, I just think Southampton's heads would have just dropped after this afternoon. I think that probably in the Southampton dressing room this afternoon, that would probably have felt like a defeat for them. And they're now facing a trip up here to Suffolk, to Portman Road. We've only lost 1 home game all season, and they'll be thinking, crap, we've got to play this lot. They score loads of goals. We are going to have to be really on it, just be with a chance of getting anything from the game. And I think that, look, if Town don't beat Southampton on Monday, we've only got ourselves to blame. But really, with the form that we're on, with the players that we've got, the way that McKenna sets his team out, we should be celebrating another 3 points, Monday evening. And you look, I wish I'd gone now because, I hadn't really, I've been to Blackburn a few times, so I'm saying it's not one that I really need to tick off my list, but I'm going to try and get to the Hull game. I was going to go to the Coventry game, but that's obviously now on Sky, so I don't need to. But yeah, I'll definitely try and get to the Hull game. That would make 10 away games for me this season. Let's
not forget, we need Southampton to still do us a favour in their.
Well, I think they will, because look, I personally think Norwich will do us a favour on Monday. Look, if we don't beat Southampton, I can certainly see Norwich getting a result again, because Norwich's tails must be up. They must be full of confidence right now with the results and the way that they're
being too confident going into the East Anglian
Derby. True, yeah, true. But I mean, look, we're going to have to play them. I think. Yeah. For me, that Norwich game is a question mark, but I think that for me, maybe that could be possibly a free pass. I don't know, but
never a free pass in the derby, Phil.
Okay, just forget what I just said. Okay, but I'm just trying to do the maths now. We've got 21 points left to play for. We're on 84 points. I would say another probably 4 wins from the last 7, and plus maybe a draw. So we've got a little bit of leeway. I think we've given ourselves just a little bit of leeway in the,
potentially,
potentially,
yeah. Could have even better news coming, in the next 90 minutes, obviously with Watford kicking off shortly. So I want to finish up just in a second, Phil, before we let you go.
Tough, I love Phil. I love your optimism. That's why you called optimistic Phil.
Phil, yes.
To keep going to the well in those away games like we've done tonight.
Phil, man of the match quickly, please. I want to go and watch Watford.
I think I'll give it to Morsey tonight. Even in the second half when we had our backs to all a little bit and we kind of lost control of the game, in the last sort of 15, 20 minutes, he was the one I think for me in the middle of the park tonight, just, kept the team going, kept pushing us on like he always does, trying to win the ball back. And, even with the subs, they didn't do so well when they came on, but, look, we've got another important game against Southampton. Let's go and beat them on Monday, and really look forward to the last, half dozen games this season, because right now we're top of the pile. We're on cloud 9. Let's no one moan. Just sit back and relax for the next day or two, and just see what Leeds do this evening.
Yeah, agreed.
Phil, thanks for coming on. Look after yourself. We are back tomorrow 8 p.m. For more reaction. Also, look ahead to Southampton. Matt, before I let you go, your man of the match, please, sir.
I said it right at the top. Connor Chaplin for me. Even though he'd done an hour, I thought he was really good. He starts and finishes the move that ends up winning us the game. The block in the second half, it was really good. As Lee said, he kind of, I don't know, he was on it. He was just part of that game plan. He was kind of that thread between defence and attack. And, you know, I thought he was, again, he was outstanding. When he's on song, Ipswich look really good. And look, we've been a bit critical of him. I know Cruncherez saying when he's away from home, Chaplin, he looks a completely different place to the one you see at Pullman Road. But tonight I thought he was immense. And it's turned out to be a great day, isn't it? You know, beautiful Bristol City have done us a favour. Shout out Liam Manning, ex-Ipswich Academy. And then we've done we've done the business at Ewood. We've done the business at Blackburn. So fantastic. Great 3 points. We're top going into the Leeds game. Hope all the 4,000 have a safe journey back home. We're back here. What time are we back tomorrow morning? We're doing an evening show, aren't we?
I just said 8 p.m.
Oh, it's 8 o'clock, yeah? It's 8 o'clock. All right.
It is 8 o'clock, yeah. I also shout out ITFC Beard, who's gifted 1 Talking Town ITFC membership. Thank you very much, ITFC Beard, for your generosity. If you want to carry the chat on over on our Discord server, you get access by supporting the platform by hitting the join button on YouTube or heading to Kofi $4.99. Cancel any point on either. You're in control of that, and of course you can carry on the conversation as Watford play Leeds. But he has been Matt Phillips. Thank you to Phil. Thank you to Lee Anderson. Thank you to the wonderful chat and the fantastic comments. But until tomorrow, 8 p.m. Town currently sit top. Let's see where the journey goes from here. Have a good night.
You make me smile when I think of you. If I am down or when I am blue, I can't get enough. You make me happy, I feel so fine. Oh, how I wish that you were mine. I can't get enough. Oh, please, lover. I woke up all soaked in sweat, chills running down my neck. I thought went crazy from just the thought of you.